Hey, gorgeous. We're going to talk today about either feeling scared of sex or why we as a collective feel scared of sex. Even if you don't think you do, I'm going to challenge you on that. And being bored with sex at times. So wherever you are, there'll be something in here for you, I think. Now, what's interesting to me is having experienced this, obviously everything I talk about, I've definitely experienced. What's interesting to me is why we as a collective are so bloody scared of sex. Now, you may think, oh, that's not me. I love sex, or, I love getting close to my partner, or like most of the time, I don't relate to that. But what I'm going to say is, I think that most people, the kind of sex that I'm talking about, sacred, present, sacred union kind of sex, most people are scared of it because it will completely change us. It will dissolve our egos, Every time we hit those incredibly present, intimate, tender, wild, passionate, whatever it is in that particular moment, if we're fully with the other and present, it's just going to dissolve parts of our ego. And our ego doesn't love that. Our ego's like, no, I want to stay all separate by myself and have this idea about me. But ultimately what we really most deeply want is that inner connection and that reflection of one who sees me. As much as we're scared of being seen, we want to be seen. And I've never, after like meeting with, counseling or doing healing work with, or talking with friends, myself, I've never seen an exception to that. Every human ego longs to be seen, and then on the flip side has fears about being seen. So it shows up in our sex life, it shows up in our relationships, and we do certain things to get away from that. We will distract ourselves, we'll look away, we'll not look at each other in the eye, we'll hurry it along maybe, or we'll go into our minds with fantasy, or we use screens or watch pornography while you're with your partner, or there's lots of ways we just distract ourselves from that. We shut down our bodies, we close off our voice, and tons of things that we do in relationship with each other that show up in the bedroom, show up in your sex life. And it's natural to feel scared of dissolving, of being really vulnerable, of challenging ourselves to be honest and get really real and be super truthful about what I'm feeling at any given moment, what I'm experiencing, because there's always that fear of like rejection. What if this person laughs at me, or doesn't love me anymore, or gets mad or something, which can happen. So natural to feel that nervousness or fear around really going deeper. But I'm going to challenge us to continue to go deeper and to continue to encourage in our partnerships and with our lovers and in our relationships to call for it, to say, no, I want more. I want more. Because it's going to be so worth it. And that's really where we're going. That's where our soul wants to go. It wants more. It wants more depth, it wants more connection, it wants more intimacy, and we are totally capable of that, but we don't have a lot of guidance around that and not much conversation around it. So I want to encourage you and support you, and I mean, sometimes along the way we need our coaches or healers or best friends or to chat with this stuff about, because it will bring up trepidation, right? And then I'm going to say also that being bored with sex, whether it's your long-term relationship or you've been dating for a few months, or you're just having this ongoing casual dating and casual sex, you can definitely get bored with it, and you're going to try to either spice it up. I want to get more edgy, or I want to get more variety, because that keeps me stimulated. It gives us a dopamine hit every time we have newness. And newness is great. Like I think variety is awesome. I'm not dissing like having variety and changing it up. I think that's going to be necessary. But when we're doing that as a pattern, like just looking, I have to have a change again. I have to have a change again. I have to have a change again. And this is sometimes why people just go looking for more sex on the side, whether they're honest with their partner about it or not, whether it's open relationship or you're cheating. That's what we're doing, is we're looking for that dopamine hit, and we want to feel excitement again. So why are you bored? This is what I want to bring up. For those of you that do get bored, why are you bored? And I'm going to propose that yes, variety could help for sure with your partner. But I'm going to propose that actually what you want is more depth. You want more depth, and you want more intimacy, and you want greater connection. And you don't know how to get that. So I'm going to encourage you, throw me questions, like leave me a comment or ask me questions, and I'll support you in any way I can. Or if you're in the Lower Mainland, come and see me or talk to me. Because I long for you to have more of what you want. And I know you want more depth and connection and intimacy. So why not go for it? Like really do what it takes. It's going to take, dropping some patterns. It's going to take changing, what you saw, like changing up what you saw, the way that your maybe parents or grandparents were. It's going to take probably maybe being different than your friends. It'll challenge us in different ways. It's going to require you to speak up. But I'm going to invite you to do that because you want it, your soul wants it, and it's so going to be worth it. So that's my little ditty for today. Whether we're scared of sex or bored with sex, we want more connection and intimacy and depth, and I want that for you too. If you're in the Lower Mainland, check out Temple Events Vancouver, because there's ongoing sacred sex workshops, and also you can just stay in touch on my website, alexandragoldwell.com. Thanks. Mwah.